Hello everyone, this is Kuli, and today on Kuli's Kitchen Lockdown I'm going to go through an easy lockdown recipe that you can make with some store cupboard staples. In the world where everyone's raiding the supermarket shelves for fresh food, let's make something delicious with some basic ingredients. So today I'm going to make baked beans, but homemade. My love of Spanish food means it's going to take a Spanish slant, but you can go different ways with this. But instead of baked beans, which are highly processed and full of sugar and God knows what, I'm going to make some beans from scratch using some tinned tomatoes and some tinned butter beans. They are the core of this. And then we've got things to make them lovely and tasty. So we've got an onion, we've got some garlic, we've got some smoked Spanish paprika, which is delicious. We're going to chop up a red pepper, which will give us some extra nutrition and flavour. And then my trusty Indian spice box, we're going to put a little bit of cumin in there. So let's go. So here we go. I've done most of the work for you. I've chopped the red peppers, the onions, the garlic. I've just got a little bit left over, which I thought I'd do in front of the camera so you can see what I'm doing. Always employ the claw method. Make sure you've got your fingers back as a claw so that you form a natural guide to stop you cutting your fingers, which you don't want to do. That's the onions done. We'll do the last garlic clove. So we have 3 garlic cloves. You can have more or less depending on what takes your fancy. I don't want to be prescriptive here. This is just a guide. And so that's the onions, that's the garlic, and then let's finish off this pepper. This pepper was huge, so I used a quarter, but I'd say like use for a normal pepper, half a pepper I'd say. Again, whatever takes your fancy, this is what I want to go for. So there we have it, we have our chopped vegetables ready to go in a pan to start up in. So here we go, you can hear that lovely sizzle. I put all 3 ingredients in the pan. And I've broken it all down with a spoon, and we're going to cook this down for a good 10 minutes. Let's make sure the sofrito, as it's called, all cooks down and is lovely and soft. So here we go everyone, we can see that the constituent ingredients have all cooked down. The onions are lovely and translucent, and the peppers are soft, and the garlic is cooked. So this is really good. We can now add our seasonings in. And then we'll be good to add the butter beans and tomatoes in. So let's do that. I want to put the heat up a little bit. It was reduced down, but I was cooking it on 7, so a medium to high heat. So we're going to put a ½ teaspoon in of cumin. So the ½ teaspoon of cumin is going to go in. And then we're going to put a ½ teaspoon of the smoked paprika in as well. So to me that's going to be enough. We'll give it a good stir in now. Let the cumin and the smoked paprika just cook down. Beautiful, look at that colour, it's beautiful. And now we'll add the beans. Water, we're going to add the beans. And stir them in. Stir them in for a second, let them just take in the flavour of the spices. And all the ingredients, there we go, so that's quite good. And now we'll add the tomatoes. I'm now going to cook these beans for about 10 minutes to let the tomatoes break down and everything combine well. So that's what I want to do. Okay, so actually I ended up spending about 15 minutes. This is all up to you, I'm not going to prescribe, but you know, I felt that after 10 it wasn't thick enough, so I had it on kind of medium to high heat, stirred a lot. 10 wasn't enough, I wanted a bit of thickness, I wanted a bit of richness, so here we have it. This is how I feel the baked beans should be. Aren't they beautiful? So much better than from the shop. I forgot to mention that earlier on when we were doing the sofrito, we could have added some chorizo if we were that way inclined, and that would have been a lovely addition, just chopped into a lovely dice. That would be perfect. So let's just season it, very important. So I've got some freshly ground black pepper here, I'm going to add a liberal amount of that. Salt, again to taste, I don't like to prescribe, I'm going to add just a little sprinkling of salt. I'm going to taste later and add a little bit more if I feel necessary. I like it a little bit spicy, so I'm adding some chili flakes. So there we go. I'm going to now stir that in, and beautiful, there we go. So we have our Spanish baked beans, a real taste of sunshine. over here in London. So thank you very much and enjoy.